Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Intuitive Living with Suzanne. So, today I want to talk about developing the trust in your intuition. Okay, so we talk a lot about living intuitively and following our intuition to make the best decisions in our life. But how do we develop this trust in ourselves? How do we know that the little voice or that feeling is the correct one to listen to? This is Suzanne Arjona, and you're listening to Intuitive Living with Suzanne, where we are tuning in to our inner voices and taking life to the next level. So, there are times that I'm driving down the road and suddenly I'm like, oh my God, did I turn off the stove? Or did I close the garage door? Have you ever done that? And I start to run through my routine of leaving the house, every little step, everything that I did before I left. I try to picture in my mind whether I saw the garage door closed or not. Okay. Now, there are some voices in your head that are just random panic, like turning off the stove or the curling iron or did I close the garage door? Okay. And learning to differentiate between the noise and your intuition takes practice. And it takes getting to know aspects of yourself that will help you discern what's really in alignment with you and what's not in your best interest. So let's start with that voice in your head. Generally, if it comes across loud and panicky, most likely it's just noise. Okay, it's our brain going into anxiety mode or fear or a type of OCD. Typically, your intuition will be calm and quiet. Okay, this is why you need to practice listening to it, to learn what it sounds like or what it feels like. And for many people, it's not a voice in the head, but it's a gut feeling or a knowing. Everybody senses in a slightly different way. So this voice or this feeling knows what to do, and it lets you know what to do in a very certain way. Okay. Now, that said, if it's important and we aren't paying attention, that voice may need to get loud and it may feel scary or put us in a panic, but it will always tell you what to do. That's the difference. There will always be a solution. It won't just be a loud panicked message leaving you hanging and uncertain, like, did I turn off the stove? Okay? So, if you get a very loud message or a warning that scares you and it gives you a clear solution, that's your intuition telling you to pay attention. That's the voice or feeling you need to listen to and follow. Okay? So there are a number of different ways to get to know yourself and your energy so that you can better discern what's an intuitive hit and what's not. There are plenty of books out there, plenty of courses. I've probably read or taken most of them over my lifetime. But the better you get to know your energy and how it operates, the more you'll be able to trust your intuitive feelings. Okay. So, in next week's episode, I'll be continuing with the archetype series on the victim archetype. But after that, the following week, I'll be starting a mini series on how to use your basic human design information to better understand how you operate in the world energetically and how you can use this knowledge to strengthen your intuition. Okay. This is a series you won't want to miss. So be sure to subscribe if you're not already, either on Apple Podcasts or even better in my Substack community, so you could get new episode notifications via email. And of course, share this with a friend. I do appreciate all of you who have already been sharing this podcast and helping others begin to live intuitively. I'd also love to read your thoughts on today's topic. Do you experience that noise and have trouble figuring out whether you're getting true intuitive hits or not? Share your comments. And finally, if you've enjoyed the programs, please rate and review them. This helps them become more visible to others who might be searching for this information, and I really do appreciate it as well. So thank you again for listening today. I look forward to sharing the next episode with you. So until next time, I wish you all the brightest blessings.